wrestling entertainment.
Welcome everyone to WWE Monday Night Exile. We are live tonight on Spike TV, and we are 6 nights away from the most destructive pay-per-view of the year, WWE Extinction. With that on the horizon, such an event on the horizon. Now what stands tall is who will compete this Sunday. Batista said he has 2 major announcements to make tonight regarding this Sunday's pay-per-view, WWE Extinction. But tonight we kick off the night with none other than hard-hitting action. Oh, here we go as we kick off the night. It is none other than Tiffany Stratton. Tiffany Stratton has been a pain in the side of AJ Lee ever since she returned back to the WWE. Has cost AJ Lee's family victories, money, and peace of mind. That is exactly what Tiffany Stratton has done since AJ Lee returned. Well, Tiffany Stratton said she doesn't need to bother AJ Lee anymore because guess what? AJ Lee and her husband are losers, and she proved it when she didn't even need to interfere in CM Punk's match for him to suffer a loss as he tapped out to AJ Styles. And now tonight, Tiffany Stratton finds herself kicking off WWE Exile in a huge match against the Beatdown Club. Well, it looks like Raquel Rodriguez of the Beatdown Club will be going head to head with none other than Tiffany Stratton here tonight. Tiffany Stratton will have her hands full with the Beatdown Club at ringside, Zelina Vega and none other than Lola Vice. These women have been running roughshod on WWE television, on WWE Universe mode, but they have not been able to pick up those solidifying wins that would put them in the spotlight as you may think. Even though they are a successful combination of stars here in the WWE, of wrestlers, they just need that one opportunity to set themselves apart from the rest. Here we go, Tiffany Stratton kicking off WWE Exile, and here we go. The bell rings. Tiffany Stratton and Raquel Rodriguez coming out of nowhere, flooring Tiffany Stratton with a huge drop kick. That was a nasty drop kick from Raquel Rodriguez right out of the box on Tiffany Stratton here. Now look at this, Raquel Rodriguez taking full control of Tiffany Stratton, just sandwiches Tiffany Stratton in the corner with that nice crossbody, and now just wrenching the head, the neck of Tiffany Stratton until Tiffany Stratton could potentially quit. No, but bashes Tiffany's back of her head right into the mat here. Now bashes Tiffany's arm right into the mat here. And now Big Mommy Cool out here dropping big elbows. Now look at this, Tiffany Stratton in trouble with Big Mommy Cool here right now. Mommy just sits down on Stratton here as Raquel Rodriguez in full control of Tiffany here. And there's a deep 2 count for Raquel Rodriguez on Tiffany Stratton here. Now look at this, Raquel Rodriguez controlling the neck of Stratton here. Now look at this, Stratton fighting back on Raquel Rodriguez. Now look at this, Tiffany takes out Raquel Rodriguez here. Now Tiffany in the ring, and Raquel gonna get back into the ring here. And now look at this, a big right hand from Tiffany Stratton, and now Tiffany unloading on Raquel here. Just throwing those big right hands on Raquel. Now able to counter Raquel is Tiffany. Tiffany now with a nice Irish whip on Raquel Rodriguez, and a big power slam from Tiffany Stratton coming in hot against Raquel. 2 and only a 1 for Tiffany Stratton here. Tiffany now stalking Raquel, and a nasty drop kick from Tiffany Stratton on Raquel Rodriguez. Now look at this, Tiffany firing up against Raquel here. Another nasty dropkick on Raquel here. Raquel getting floored by Tiffany here. Strong showing in the early going, but now look at this. It looks like Zelina Vega getting involved here. And now look at this. Tiffany Stratton gets planted by Raquel Rodriguez thanks to Zelina Vega. But now look at this, Tiffany fighting off against Raquel here. And now went for a drop kick. Raquel able to counter. And now Raquel has Tiffany here. Raquel looking to floor Tiffany. And now look at this, another big power slam on Tiffany Stratton. 1, 2, and no, Tiffany fights out here against Raquel Rodriguez. Tiffany trying to get to a standing base here against Raquel. What is Raquel thinking? But now look at this, Tiffany counters Raquel here. And now what is Tiffany thinking? Tiffany on that top rope. Oh God, oh my God, and that just power bombs Raquel Rodriguez. And now look at this, Raquel somehow got right back up here. How did Raquel get up after that humongous power bomb? And now look at this, Tiffany Stratton. Oh my God. Oh, and plants Raquel here. Just plants Raquel. That's Tiffany, but now Raquel fighting off against Tiffany here. And now look at this, a nasty big right boot, but now Tiffany fighting off Raquel. These two women just punching each other in each other's pretty little faces here. But an opening match for Tiffany and Raquel here, as Raquel trying to get the victory over a very hot Tiffany Stratton. And now Tiffany fighting off on Raquel here. Now a big punch from Tiffany. And now look at this, Raquel coming back here. And now both women just flooring away at each other here tonight on Exile. These women, and now, takes Raquel here. Now what is Tiffany looking for? Tiffany, but no, her back gives out here. Her back gives out, but Raquel takes down Tiffany here. Goes for a pinfall on Tiffany here. And only a 1 count there as Tiffany able to kick out here. As you can see, Raquel getting a little frustrated. But now look at this, Tiffany stacks up Raquel. 1, 2, 3, and no, Tiffany. Raquel kicks out here. And now look at this, Tiffany counters Raquel. Perfectly executed by Tiffany. And now look at this, Tiffany fighting off Raquel Rodriguez here as best as she can. She's doing just that here tonight. Trying to fight off Raquel Rodriguez, but no, again, Tiffany's back gives out here. And now look at this, Tiffany right into Raquel, spins right into Raquel here. But now Tiffany fighting off on Raquel. What is Tiffany thinking? But no, Raquel counters Tiffany. Tiffany counters Raquel. And now look at this again. Gets Raquel and plants her down. Does Tiffany. Tiffany plants Raquel here. And now what is Tiffany looking for? The prettiest moonsault ever connects. Prettiest moonsault ever on Raquel. 1, 2, 3, and Tiffany Stratton with a big win against Raquel Rodriguez. Huge win for Tiffany Stratton. What a big win for Tiffany here tonight. No one can deny the ability of Tiffany Stratton. Well, Tiffany Stratton has a mic in hand.
You know what's funny? Everyone keeps asking me about AJ Lee, about the past, about the drama, about whatever unfinished feelings people think I'm supposed to have. Let me clear that up right now. I'm not angry anymore. I'm not obsessed. I'm not stuck. I'm over it. Because while AJ Lee has been busy reliving her glory days and clinging to relevance, I've been doing something she never learned how to do: evolve. I'm done wasting energy on a woman whose biggest accomplishment is being remembered for someone else's pipe bomb. AJ Lee had her moment. I am the moment. I am the future of this division, the future of this company. And frankly, the future scares people like her. And Yeah, AJ, since I know you're watching, let's talk about that husband of yours. The eternal martyr, the professional victim, the man who spends more time whining about being misunderstood than actually winning anything that matters. Two bitter people married to the idea that the world owes them something. Losers attract losers, and that's why I'm not standing here begging for nostalgia or sympathy. I'm standing here talking about gold. Liv Morgan. Since you don't seem to have a challenger this Sunday, how about you do something brave for once? Defend that WWE Women's Championship against someone who actually deserves it. Defend it against me, because extinction is coming, and while AJ Lee is busy fighting ghosts and her husband is busy fighting reality, I'll be doing what neither of them ever could. Winning, main eventing, and taking my place at the top. Tick-tock, the future doesn't wait. And it sure as hell isn't named AJ Lee. Because now it's Tiffy time.
Well, Tiffany talking all that trash, and look who's at stage. It's AJ Lee. These two women hate each other. They hate each other. And AJ Lee, oh, and now Tiffany Stratton looking to square up with AJ Lee here. The ref trying to simmer this all down, de-escalate all the animosity between AJ Lee and Tiffany Stratton here. And now look at this, Tiffany walking right up to AJ. And now look at this, AJ and Tiffany brawling head to head here tonight. And now security coming out to pull these two apart. They want one another tonight, and AJ Lee will not be stopped. AJ beating Tiffany Stratton here tonight on Exile.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the WWE Intercontinental Championship.
Oh, here we go. What a humongous opportunity it is for LA Knight here tonight on Exile. LA Knight has one big opportunity tonight to make his name clear, present, and on the front pages of WWE, and that he could do that by winning the WWE Intercontinental Championship from Drew McIntyre tonight. A few weeks ago, LA Knight went head-to-head with none other than Nick Nemeth, and he was able to defeat Nick Nemeth in singles competition. And now he finds himself on the rise here in the WWE, and it afforded him this huge opportunity to go head-to-head for the WWE Intercontinental Championship against Drew McIntyre tonight. But the question is, can LA Knight survive and make the most out of an opportunity? And here comes the reigning WWE Intercontinental Champion, Drew McIntyre, the only current dual champion in the WWE. It was Drew McIntyre who has been making statements here in the WWE ever since he returned a few months back to WWE television. Not only would he go on to win the WWE Intercontinental Championship at Scorched Earth against Alex Shelley, but he would go on to win the Men's Tag Team Championships at Wired Wednesday, the most interactively social pay-per-view event of the year. And thanks to the WWE fans choosing Drew McIntyre and Finn Balor to challenge for the Men's Intercontinental Championship, well, then they would walk out the new Men's Tag Team Champions, I meant to say. And now, we do know that this coming Sunday at WWE Extinction, they will defend those Men's Tag Team Championship against former champions, the Big Gods, none other than Omos and Obafemi. But currently, right now, McIntyre has to focus on one thing, and that's defending his Intercontinental Championship.
Introducing the challenger. From Los Angeles, California, weighing in at 241 pounds, LA Knight.
Well, there's no doubt LA Knight has all the skills and opportunity tonight.
Weighing in at 254 pounds, the WWE
Well, tonight, McIntyre goes one-on-one and defends that Intercontinental Championship in a moment's time when that bell rings. We are alive here tonight on Exile. Who will walk out? The WWE Intercontinental Champion. And here we go. Intercontinental Championship on the line here. Now look at this. LA Knight coming right after Drew McIntyre. And now clotheslining Drew McIntyre right now. LA Knight knows what's at stake here tonight. And that is the WWE Intercontinental Championship. Opportunities like this don't come around ever so often. McIntyre not able to grab that huge elbow, but now McIntyre gets caught with a huge boot from LA Knight as LA Knight lights up McIntyre here and drops McIntyre. Does LA Knight unloading fury on McIntyre in the opening moments of this match here. LA Knight knows what he needs to do. He needs to stay on top of McIntyre here. And that is exactly what LA Knight is doing. Trying to pick up a quick win any way possible, by any means necessary. LA Knight, oh, big right hand to Drew, and Drew is not going to take that line down here. Now look at this, a nice neck breaker from LA Knight on McIntyre. Again, going for a nice pinfall here, and only a 1 count there for LA Knight. LA Knight now, oh, loading up McIntyre here. McIntyre, I don't think McIntyre expected all this offense from LA Knight here, but now LA Knight gets clotheslined by McIntyre, and just like that, Drew McIntyre changes the tides of this match here. Now just look at Drew McIntyre unloading on LA Knight. Now McIntyre just having his way with LA Knight here. What is McIntyre thinking? And a nasty spine buster from McIntyre on LA Knight. McIntyre stalking, but now, ooh, LA Knight able to get that knee up. McIntyre going to the top rope here, and now look at this. LA Knight counters McIntyre, and another big boot on McIntyre here. And now look at this. LA Knight gonna go for a submission hold, a nice submission hold on none other than Drew McIntyre, but McIntyre able to counter out and roll out of that submission here. Now LA Knight counters Drew here. Now what is LA Knight thinking? And a nice drop kick out to Drew. LA Knight on fire here tonight against Drew McIntyre. Stalking McIntyre is LA Knight, and a big drop kick from LA Knight. But watch out behind you, because there's Drew McIntyre. LA Knight gets sent into the barricade by Drew McIntyre's headbutt right to the upper neck area. McIntyre now in full control of LA Knight. The ref at a count of 5 here. Now what is McIntyre thinking? But he doesn't even realize. Oh my God, and McIntyre just gets floored. He didn't realize that LA Knight was in the ring. And now LA Knight in control, and a big drop from LA Knight. A nice side stand from Knight here, and only a 2 count. That's a deep 2 count for LA Knight. He knows what he needs to do, and another nasty big boot here. But now McIntyre trips up LA Knight, and now LA Knight fighting off Drew McIntyre with punches of his own here. What is LA Knight thinking here? Now look at this. LA Knight, oh, catches Drew here. And now look at this. A perfectly executed. Oh my God, but no, Drew fights out of it. Drew fights out of that rear naked choke from LA Knight, and a big headbutt from Drew McIntyre. 1, 2, and only a 2 count as LA Knight kicks out of that nasty, vicious headbutt from McIntyre. And now look at this. They're able to counter Drew here. Does McIntyre. Now what is McIntyre? What is McIntyre about to be set up for here? And McIntyre gets planted down by LA Knight. Nasty. Nasty. Oh, now what is LA Knight thinking? Coming in for a nice elbow drop. A booming elbow drop from LA Knight, trying to close in on the Intercontinental Championship. And no, Drew McIntyre kicks out. So close for LA Knight here tonight. Now look at this. Oh, wait, out of nowhere. Good night, the BFT. The BFT on Drew McIntyre. Drew kicks out. And LA Knight can't believe it. LA Knight can't believe it. He thought he was closing in on the WWE Intercontinental Championship. Climbing to the top rope here is LA Knight now. And now Drew McIntyre with a nasty right hand, second right hand, right to the jaw, and a third one, knocking LA Knight off of the top rope here. LA Knight trying to get to a standing base here. That is McIntyre. Oh, clubbing blow right to the back of the neck. And now right now McIntyre in full control of LA Knight. Now look at this McIntyre. Could it be going flying? And a big elbow drop from Drew McIntyre from the top rope. McIntyre could be closing in. Could he be looking for none other than the Glasgow Kiss? Good night, the Future Shock DDT, I mean. And Drew McIntyre retains the Intercontinental Championship.
Here is your winner, and still WWE Intercontinental Champion, the Scottish Warrior, Drew McIntyre.
McIntyre with a successful defense tonight, but in 6 nights, will he be able to successfully defend the men's tag team championships against none other than the big gods, Omos and Obafemi, with his tag team partner, Finn Balor? It happens this Sunday. McIntyre and Balor for the men's tag team championships against Obafemi and Omos. What an exciting win for McIntyre here tonight as we turn our tides to more WWE World. Wait. Look what's going on in the ring. AJ Lee and Tiffany Stratton still fighting. But wait, that's Nikki Bella and Liv Morgan going at each other too. These two don't like each other either. They have a history with one another over the Women's Championship. It's been... Wait, is the ref gonna call for a bell here? Is this a sanctioned match? It's a sanctioned match, apparently. Nikki Bella, Tiffany Stratton versus AJ Lee and Liv Morgan here tonight. For the last few weeks, Liv Morgan and AJ Lee have had a super pact, a specialty join of forces with one another over these quote-unquote divas that don't represent the WWE. And now look at this, Nikki Bella getting taken to by Liv Morgan. And now these two teams are fighting it out. They don't like one another. And now Liv Morgan going to the top rope here. Now Liv Morgan able to counter. Now look at this, Liv Morgan goes right after Tiffany Stratton. Takes Tiffany Stratton out of the fray here in this tag team match. And now look at this, Liv Morgan fighting off Nikki Bella with big right forearms here. Now just look at those nasty right forearms from Liv Morgan. And now Tiffany, Nikki Bella went for a spear, was not able to get it, but now, Nikki Bella gets planted with a huge face buster from Liv Morgan, and now a big right hand from Nikki Bella. Right forearm from Nikki Bella there. Now look at this. Going after each other here tonight. And now look at this, Nikki Bella, plants Liv Morgan. Nikki Bella going after Liv here. What is she thinking? Just knees right to the back. Oh my God, and just drops her right on the back of her head here. Goes for a pinfall. 1, 2, only a 2 count there for Nikki Bella. Well, this impromptu tag team match is official. And it's underway here tonight. Now what is Liv Morgan doing in that corner? Liv Morgan's going to want to get out of that corner as she does, as she takes Tiffany Stratton out. And you know, AJ Lee wants in on this. There's no doubt about it. And now here comes AJ Lee. Now AJ Lee, huge shot to Nikki Bella. And now look at this, AJ Lee unloading on Nikki Bella. Unloading on Nikki, and now look at this, AJ Lee goes right after Tiffany. And now once again, AJ Lee coming in unloading on Nikki Bella here. AJ Lee fired up here tonight to kick some ass here tonight on Exile. Now look at this. AJ Lee just firing up. Oh my God, just nasty right arms to Nikki Bella. Nikki counters AJ Lee there. What is Nikki thinking? Nikki coming in hot against AJ Lee, but now AJ Lee counters Nikki into a DDT. And right now, oh wait, but here comes Tiffany Stratton, and now AJ Lee gets caught by Tiffany Stratton. And now AJ Lee wants Tiffany, and Tiffany comes in hot against AJ Lee here. Able to pick up the pieces here, but now able to move out of the way. Tiffany, though, once again just pulling the hair of AJ Lee here. Tiffany Stratton in full control of AJ Lee right now. Tiffany Stratton competed earlier on tonight, and now she finds herself competing in another match that started out with a brawl between these four women. And now look at this, going for a pinfall. Here's Tiffany. Only a 1 count there for Tiffany. Started out as a brawl. Tiffany, AJ Lee have had weeks of history with one another. AJ Lee apparently disrespecting Tiffany Stratton when she said she doesn't have time for Tiffany. And now look at this, AJ Lee unloading on Tiffany here. And Tiffany has been just a thorn on AJ Lee's side. A thorn in AJ Lee's family. Now look at this, Tiffany getting the tag to Nikki Bella. She wanted no more, but now Nikki Bella gets caught by AJ Lee here. Nikki Bella gets caught with a huge shot from AJ Lee. 2, and now and only a 2 count here for AJ Lee. AJ Lee unloading on Nikki Bella here. But you know, AJ Lee just wants Tiffany Stratton. And that is exactly who she's gonna get. And now look at this, all these women just fighting it out here tonight. And now look at this. Oh, Nikki Bella joining into the fight on the outside of the ring. It is an all-out brawl here tonight on WWE Exile. Oh, what is going on out there? Now, Nikki Bella looking to pick up some scraps here and just bashes AJ Lee's face here. And now look at this, just unloading on AJ Lee here is Nikki Bella. Nikki and AJ have history with one another, and there's no doubt about that. Now look at this, AJ Lee countering out here. And now look at this, what is AJ Lee thinking? Oh, swipes up. Oh, look at this, a modified version of the Black Widow, but there's Tiffany Stratton to break up the pinfall. And now Tiffany coming in here, breaking everything up, and now it doesn't look like Liv Morgan is gonna let that slide here. Now look at this, takes out Tiffany Stratton, does Liv Morgan. What a brawl it is between all these women here tonight. And now AJ Lee able to counter. But now, a Bella Buster out of nowhere from Nikki Bella. Goes for the pinfall. 1, 2, 3, and no, AJ Lee kicks out here. What a tag team match this is tonight. Now look at this, AJ Lee counters Nikki Bella here. Now, Nikki Bella has AJ Lee by the back of her neck here. What is Nikki thinking? Nikki coming in, but no! AJ Lee able to counter, but out of nowhere, Nikki Bella with a nasty spine buster. Nikki Bella with a nasty spine buster on AJ, but now AJ fighting out of Nikki Bella's grasp here. I believe AJ Lee is bleeding. Now look at this, Nikki Bella. Oh, AJ Lee. Oh, and these women just battling one another here tonight. Just straight up shots with one another. And a nasty neckbreaker from Nikki Bella. And now look at this, right back up here. But now look at this, she didn't see her, she didn't see her. She's stacking up. 1, 2, 3, and AJ Lee with a big, humongous victory over Nikki Bella, who is going to tag in Tiffany. What a big win for AJ Lee and Liv Morgan here tonight. Humongous win over the quote-unquote anti-divas, or the divas. Huge win for the quote-unquote anti-divas, Liv Morgan and AJ Lee. Divas, but it doesn't look like Nikki Bella, and look at this, it doesn't look like they're done. They want to end AJ Lee and Liv Morgan here. Oh my gosh, come on, what is women are just so disgusting and down dirty. But now wait, look who's coming in. It's the women's tag team champions getting their own licks on these two quote-unquote divas. I feel like all hell is broken loose here tonight on WWE Exile, and there is no doubt about that. Wait, now look who's coming out. It's Chelsea Green and Trish Stratus, Canada's greatest exports. And look at this. Tatum and Rhea saying, you want some? Come get some. And it looks like those two want the women's tag team championships. What just a crazy night here on Exile. Oh, finally, some order here tonight on WWE Exile with all this chaos going on around the ring. It is the WWE Commissioner, the Animal Batista. The Animal Batista is here to set things straight and to regain order of his show.
Enough! I've watched this brand descend into chaos. Week after week, Exile can't contain it. And now it's bleeding over into havoc. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of the sneak attacks. I'm tired of the vendettas. I'm tired of every single one of you thinking the rules don't apply because you're angry, because you're entitled, or because you think you're special. That ends now. This Sunday, at WWE Extinction, Tiffany Stratton. You won't have the time, the space, or the opportunity to stick your nose into CM Punk's business. Because this Sunday, you're going to be busy. This Sunday, it will be Tiffany Stratton, teaming with Nikki Bella, Trish Stratus, and Chelsea Green, taking on Rhea Ripley, Tatum Paxley, Liv Morgan, and AJ Lee in a Survivor Series style elimination match. No, that's not enough. Because what I'm looking at right now isn't something a normal match can contain. This is too much hate, too many grudges, too many volatile egos in one place. And when you have this many combustible elements, you don't suppress the chaos. You lock it in. So let me make this perfectly clear. This Sunday at WWE Extinction, it won't just be 4 versus 4. You don't like each other? Good. Because when the doors close, there will be nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, and no one to blame when the damage is done. This chaos ends Sunday. 2 rings, 1 cage, no escape. It all ends in War Games.
Well, what big news for WWE Extinction. Huge matches and war zones have been set. In 6 nights, it all goes down at Extinction.